Good afternoon and welcome back to the tribunal. The president of the tribunal, Judge Meron, was in London this Monday to meet with senior officials and the Minister of State from the Foreign Office. The president briefed them on the latest development at the tribunal and on the transition to the residual mechanism. He expressed his gratitude to the British government for their steady support of the ICTY and asked for their continued backing. I will now turn to the development in the ongoing cases. In the trial of Radovan Karadzic, the trial chamber is currently hearing the testimony of military expert witness Richard Butler, who is testifying about the structure of the Army of Republika Srpska during the Srebrenica events. The prosecution is expected to call about 5 more witnesses. Yesterday, Vojislav Šešelj, at his further appearance in the third contempt of court case, was held to provide him with an opportunity to enter a plea to the amended order in lieu of indictment filed publicly on the 5th of April this year. The accused pleaded not guilty to the amendment, which relates to his alleged failure to comply with the decision of the trial chamber to remove a confidential submission from his website. Šešelj is accused of failing to remove from his personal website confidential information pertaining to protected witnesses in violation of the chamber's orders. As to the upcoming key dates, the pre-trial conference in the case of Ratko Mladic will be held next Tuesday, on the 24th of April at 9 a.m. in courtroom 3, and the appeals hearing in the case of Ante Gotovina and Mladen Markac will be held on Monday, the 14th of May, from 9 o'clock to 6:30. The judgment in the case was rendered on 15th of April. Ante Gotovina and Mladen Markac were found guilty of crimes against humanity and violations of the laws or customs of war committed by the Croatian forces during the Operation Storm between July and September 1995. They were sentenced to 24 and 18 years imprisonment respectively. The third accused in the case, Ivan Čermak, was acquitted of all charges, and the defense appeal briefs are available online. The prosecution did not appeal the judgment. And in the appeals case of Đorđević, the next status conference will take place on Friday, the 11th of May at 9:30 in courtroom 1, whilst in the appeals case of Nikola Šajnović and others, the status conference has been scheduled for Wednesday, the 16th of May at 2:30. Regarding the case of Micho Stanšić and Stojan Župljanin, the closing arguments have been scheduled to be held from Monday, the 21st of May to Thursday, the 24th of May, from 9 o'clock to 1:45 in courtroom 3. The prosecution will start on 21st of May and will have 6 hours to present its arguments, after which both defense teams will have a total of 6 hours to present their arguments. Final briefs are expected to be filed by Monday, the 7th of May. As to the proceedings in the case of Jovica Stanšić and Franko Simatović, Simatovic's defense case is expected to resume on Tuesday, the 1st of May at 2:15 in courtroom 2. Office of the Prosecutor.
I just want to confirm that indeed we will have another 5 or 6 witnesses in the Karadzic case, and previously I said that we will finish our case by the end of April. I just want to make a small correction. We now expect to finish the case in the first week of May.
Any questions?
As Emma already mentioned, we have Richard Butler these days as a witness in the Karadzic trial, an expert witness whom we have seen here already a long time ago in the Krstic trial, and his analysis of the unfolding of events was sometimes quite interesting for the general public, like, for example, the moment when the decision for the genocide was taken. He has been a witness here for many years, and I wonder if his analysis of the unfolding of events and if the OTP's theory of the case has changed in recent times compared to previous testimony of this same expert witness.
Yeah, I would say that it didn't change the theory of the case, but I think that during the years, as more material was made available to the OTP, then the testimony of Mr. Butler as well as his reports changed. But that would be the only change, I would say.
Are these only technical details, or is there anything? Are there any major changes that might be interesting for the general?
I wouldn't say. I said it would be more technical details.
Sasha, as you will soon close your case, are you satisfied you proved all the charges against Karadzic?
It wouldn't be prudent for OTP to discuss the case as such. I think we presented our case, and now it would be for the judges to decide what would be the next during the 98 bis possible proceedings.
Do you see any possibility that Karadzic might be acquitted of some charges or counts of the indictment
That
in 98 bis?
That would be a question for judges to answer.
And could you tell me what the prosecutor sees as the main challenge coming during the Karadzic's defense case?
What would be the main challenge? We would need to see how Radovan Karadzic is going to present this case, and then we would be able to see, whether what would be the major difficulties, if any.
And then I have a question for you. Recently, Belgrade Daily Courier quoted you as saying that Jovica Stanisic has been provisionally released. But we didn't receive any tribunal's decision on it. Do you have
I
any
believe a
comment?
public redacted version of the decision was emailed at the beginning of April, and the press office will check that and email it to you if that has been the case.
I was aware only of Simatovic's decision, of the decision to provisionally release Simatovic, but not Stanisic. Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
I cannot remember verbatim the Courier reporting, so I can not confirm whether what they put in my mouth has been truly said, but I definitely know that I confirmed the existence of a public redacted version of the decision to the journalist from Courier.
Yeah, about
In this case.
Stanisic.
In this case, and we did not discuss which individual, so we will, I think it was emailed, I believe on the 5th of April, but we'll check. Any other questions? No?
Yeah, a question
Yeah.
on a housekeeping matter, because I saw a recent filing in the Mladic case about the presentation of the first evidence of the OTP, and I noticed that the witness list was a confidential annex to the public filing. Is there a public filing to follow which will let the media know about the witnesses which we can expect, as in the Karadzic case? That's a very important housekeeping matter for media who do not work for the public in the former Yugoslavia, but who work for international media, because we are not here every day. And for us, it's very important to have some advance notice of the witnesses we can expect.
I would need to check that information. I believe that it will be at least redacted version of the witness list, but I would need to check that and then get back to you.
Sasha, another question for you. Serbian war crimes prosecutor Vladimir Vukčević was quoted in today's press saying that that they managed to reconstruct largely the movement of Ratko Mladic before he's been arrested. Do you have any information on this?
No, I really cannot comment on that. I don't have any information about that.
Okay. Thank you.